And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And today's starter, Max Fried. And singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
Number 14, leading things off and takes a strike. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. This one in the air. Cabrera hauls it in, and there's one away. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit. It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
The lefty, the 1-0. This one popped up. And there's two away.
Batting first, the third baseman, number 14, Junior Caminero.
Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Outside low, and that is ball one. 2 out, space is empty. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Touches down, that's a hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Runner at first with 2 away. And stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda just missed. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. And there's a ball. And he pumps it a strike. Stays alive. Miranda checks his swing, appeal to third. He did not go around. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. The Rays strand just the one, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back after this on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, and towing the slab here, Ryan Pepio. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Here is Aaron Judge. Clips the corner. 0-1. One down, base is empty. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Judge at first, 1 gone. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here is Goldschmidt. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. The Yanks leave 1. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. Here's the left fielder, Christopher Morel.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
In there at the knees. 0-1. Morel in his 3rd season, 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next pitch is outside. Fastball almost got him there.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fastball is outside. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And there's one away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Caballero. Swing and a ground ball. And he takes it himself for the out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Cameron Meisner. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That one off the mark, ball 1. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. That one missed. Inside, 3-2 now. Second inning here, no score. Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's out. He's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Bellinger up to hit. Right through there for a strike. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second, and he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Anthony Volpe now at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. And he grounds one to the right side. He steps on the bag. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Ball one, no strikes. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
One away with a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one hit to right. Nabs it. Runner tagging from third. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Yankees.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Now it's going to be Oswaldo Cabrera. First offering, and it just misses.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Line drive. Base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Batting ninth, the second baseman,
Jorbit Bibos stepping in now for the Yankees. Looking for his first big league hit right here. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying. It's a bomb. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Now here's Trent Grisham. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Out to center. Has a beat on it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in the Bronx, top half of the third inning, and here is Curtis Mead. Max Fried will go to work. That's to third. Oh, nice play. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming in his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Fastball for a strike at 95. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Ball one.
One
One ball,
out,
two
bases
strikes,
empty. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And that's in the dirt. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And that's too high, ball four. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter. He's 0 for 1. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out.
The bat, number 2, designated hitter,
Yandy Diaz now. First time up was a pop out.
Let's get the easy two now. Let's go.
Pitch misses inside. 1-0. One out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a high fly ball right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
the third baseman, number 13,
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
There's a strike. And strike 2.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. 2 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Yankees 3, the Rays nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now it's going to be Aaron Judge. Pepio back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
And he takes a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger,
1 ball,
he's not worried
2
if he
strikes.
gets to an 0-2 count.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
At the plate, Ben Rice. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering down in the dirt. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. Center field. Settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Bellinger with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Missed with a changeup. And now it's even 1-1.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead at 3-0. Back for more from the Bronx as we go to the top of the 4th. And now, Jonathan Aranda. And first offering is fouled off.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Next one misses, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's towards center. Grisham settles under it. And there's 1 down.
The left fielder, number 24, Christopher.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Christopher Morel. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in 1 game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
That one fouled off. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Bellinger sizing it up. Drops into the glove, and that's the third out. Back in New York, here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Got him swinging.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Wells, the next to hit, takes outside. Just missed.
Yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Foul ball there. Just missed. Yankees up by 3. Bats in there, and the count 1-2. And they'll do it again. The changeup missing, and the count is 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting the second baseman, vivo.
Jorbit Bibas stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Taj Bradley getting loose out there. Engler getting loose as well. Wells, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2 outs. Close one. Doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2.
1 strike.
Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Good job to fight that one off. Three-two on the way. To the right side, Meade. Tosses to first, and that is the third out of the inning. The Yanks lead one, but they lead it 3-0. Ready now for the fifth inning. Now here is Cameron Meisner. Meisner, in his rookie season, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, these Rays need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. No swing. Next offering upstairs.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Let's go, Yankees!
Me in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Yeah, that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. And that's down and away.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And a 1-2.
Ball, that's outside.
To third, Cabrera. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's Jansen to hit. He reached out a walk his first time.
Let's go, Yankees!
Grounder off the pitcher. Throw sails over his head at first. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
The center fielder, number 14.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, 1 for 2. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Freed out of the stretch, fires. Fouled off to the right. Two outs. That's off the mark. 1-2 to count. To the right side, and that's a foul ball. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out. So digging in, Yandy Diaz. 0 for 2 in this one. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. That misses off the outside edge.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases all loaded up. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
2 outs. Bases are full. Next pitch is outside.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Good hitters count the 2-0. In the dirt, runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Jansen at third. Diaz at first. 2 out of the inning. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. And the Rays leave him loaded. They trail it here 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that skips in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. him looking for the K.
No, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Judge stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Judge waits. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That was the emergency hack right there.
On the ground to short, Caballero. Judge out of the play.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Ben Rice getting ready to hit.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that's in the dirt.
0-1, no strikes.
And a foul ball. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back now in the Bronx. And now here is Jonathan Aranda. Freed back to work. That clips the corner. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Yarbrough getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Williams warming up as well. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Now the left fielder, Christopher Morel. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. The Yankees leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout. Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Ball 1.
In the air on the infield. Wells in position. Brings it in. And that'll do it. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Yankees 3, the Rays nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Taj Bradley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
First offering in the dirt. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Garrett Clevenger preparing to come on if needed. Rodriguez also getting ready.
Ball.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
High in the air, out to right. Meisner. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder.
And here comes Bellinger.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
There's your strike. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
No. Inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 2 out.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Volpe lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Way high.
Ball.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. That's ball 4, tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Safe. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that'll do it.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Yarbrough. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And stepping in for the Rays, Cameron Meisner. The Rays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swinging a foul straight back. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, the second baseman, Curtis.
So up next, Curtis Mead. He's grounded out a couple of times. Meisner dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off.
I think the base runner was trying to catch him off guard, perhaps looking to steal right away, and wasn't ready to get back to first. Nice pickoff move by the pitcher.
That's in there, and it's 0-1.
That's a ball.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
That's too low. And a count 2-1. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Judge makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Danny.
2 outs, base is empty. Danny Jansen next to hit for the Rays. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Outside corner, there's a strike. Next pitch is outside. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. Yankees 3, the Rays nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Garrett Clevenger.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That's ball 2.
Next one off the plate inside. And now it's 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman.
And next for New York, Jorbeat Beboss. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A two-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Right through there for a strike. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Meisner makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. 0 for 3 in this one.
All right, Yankees.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Come on, Yanks.
And it's even up.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Line drive. Nice grab. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Devin Williams.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter.
Chandler Simpson.
Fouled off. He was late. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's downstairs and outside.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Come on, punch him out.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Punch him out.
And that skips in the dirt. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And it's gone. His first homer of the year, and they close the gap. It's 3-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. He's just too good of a hitter at the plate. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
So now here's the DH, Yandy Diaz. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Williams in his 6th season, 30 years old now, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2013. And now the 0-1 just missed.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And that's in the
2
dirt.
balls, 1 strike.
That
Ball
one
ends up
misses, and that's ball 3. That one ripped. Did one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Relay to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Junior Caminero digs in now. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a breaking ball misses outside. And a swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Diaz leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Christopher Morel, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Strike 3. Got him swinging. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The Rays creep closer thanks to the homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Manuel Rodriguez. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Right through there for a strike. Rodriguez, he's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
Ben Rice will hit next. Swing and a ball popped up. Meade. One down. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
Goldie steps into the box. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. Tap foul at the plate. Line to left. And that's a fair ball. Judge around second. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody.
Runners in the corners here. 1 away. Here's Cody Bellinger. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Next offering is downstairs.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Runners are at the corners. 1 away. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Good eye in that spot.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
2 on, 1 out, and that'll load the bases.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Golden opportunity right here.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
Fought off foul. And that is out of play. So they're all loaded up. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs. The other way, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. Base knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team.
Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. He'll touch them all. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 7-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Manuel Rodriguez out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. On the mound now, Mason Englert. He's been so good against lefties.
Number 59, Mason Englert.
Oswaldo Cabrera getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Four runs already in the frame here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swung on, popped up left side. Caminero pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Grand slam for the Yanks this inning. Last chance for the Rays coming up. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Next offering is fouled back. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Next pitch is outside. And a swing and a miss there.
Helpful.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Up next for Tampa Bay,
Cameron Meisner next to hit for the Rays.
Meisner.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Next pitch misses outside. 1-1.
Ball 2.
In the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's back there. Forget it. He sends it out of here. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Devin Williams gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
Ian Hamilton will take over here
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Curtis Mead. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right.
Everything came together for him. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Now a chance for Danny Jansen. Goldie toss to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the center fielder, number 14. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the ninth. And now 2-0.
That's ball 3. I got 3-0.
And there's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Diaz, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, if he's going to
Ball
steal
1, no
second,
strike.
you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the
Ball
plate.
2.
Go ahead and get it out of the way
2-0.
so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. One strike away. Swing and a pop-up. Goldie under it. And that is the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.